Welcome back, guys. We are at the start of Season 2, which is directly from where Season 1 left off. We just launched our first rocket, so yeah, now we have to get the rest of it done, going all the way towards the faster than light. So get ready for Season 2. It's gonna be very exciting. I've never tried going down this mod before, but from what I can see, it's let's just see 2 million for this one. It's gonna be a long haul. Hopefully you'll join me for it as we start to do a lot of expansion of the base now. And welcome to new viewers. If you haven't watched Season 1, you can easily watch Season 2. But if you want to see how this monstrosity was made, you can always go back and watch Season 1. From what I've heard, it's quite a good watch. But let's get started on Season 2. So first things first, let's start fixing some faults I've seen with the base and some things we didn't set up right the first time. For example, all of these, they're all set up, let's start over here, without any filters on them and to a passive provider, so in case they fill up with like geodes, it won't be able to produce anymore. So first things first, we have to fix that. So let's see, let's start with the logistic network. Oh, here we go. Set it up so if there is less than, what's that? Geodes, if there's less than 2,000 of these, then it will always work. Because then we can do an active provider here instead. Let's just test that out. So now we should be able to get rid of all these geodes that's just filling up this, and we can start to produce a lot more blues, since they are very much needed. So can we just copy paste this down? Of course we can't. So we will need to just remove these. Let's just take a few minutes to do. Oh, like this. Here and here. I might just be able to just remove this one in the middle, and I think the rest can just be copied in. So let's try this. Let's copy you right here. And let's see if this doesn't work. Here we go. So now the filter set for the same thing on all of these. Means we're gonna get more blues produced until we have 2K. And then it's gonna stop. Let's go and set that up everywhere. Let's just remove that and copy it over. Again, just like right that one. Let's set up this one the same way, just with the yellow one. I'd like to set it for 2,000. Copy it over and do an active provider. Let's just remove the things we have here and set up the yellow the same way. Here we go. Here we are. I'd like to copy you here, here. I'm pretty much doing this to future-proof the base, so we don't run into any bottlenecks again. Since I've had enough of those, seems we have a bottleneck here as well. So it's a good thing we're fixing this. I'd like to do, what is it, Rubite. Let's take 2,000 yet again. Copy this setting over here and putting in active provider. Just removing these down as we go. Here we go. And copy pasting this setup. That's the red, our Rubite. Let's go down and fix this one. That has already been fixed. That's perfect. So that is running perfectly. They're producing enough. Let's just see, what are they called? I can't remember. Chunks. How many chunks do we have? I think they're all set up correctly now. Let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that should be all the different kinds we have. Oh, 6. So we need to look for the last one. I think I missed, and that's where did I put it? I haven't set it up yet, so I might need to do that in just a minute. Let's see, don't we have it anywhere? Seems not, so let's just do a quick setup of that, of this one. Let's do a copy of this one. Do a normal blueprint so we can edit it a bit, since we didn't need to. But if we just go down here, then for now place it right here, a copy of the other setup, and then let's fix this as well, so we have all the chunks we need, and then we can remove all the old ones. That's going to be good. So let's start here with connecting it up to that one. 2000 and an active provider, and I'd like to remove that one, and then copy this little setup down here, and then we should have the right setup for this as well. And I will be able to just copy this little setup here down a few times, and then we are in business. That is perfect. That pretty much means that I can remove our old setup up top and just have everything running like this. So let's clean up the base a bit, removing this setup here, not that setup, this setup, and then we can build something else. Let's see, deconstruct this whole thing together with that, and over here, deconstruct. There we go. That's going to clear up the base a bit. That's very good. Let's clear out these. Here we go. And now the base is looking a bit cleaner. So, what is the next thing? Everything should be running smoothly now. We should be producing rocket parts and what not. So, next thing, doing the same with these, the stereotype crystals. Let's see. Crystals, yeah, we are also missing those. So, time to do a small setup here as well. We have the 4 here. I can't remember if we've expanded them already. We only expanded one of them. But let's set up the same for these so we can just copy paste. So for that one, like to connect, just wait with that, just set it to 2000. Hopefully it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. And put in an active provider. There's 2 of each. So now I should be able to remove all of these. Here, 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 here. I have to do it differently over there. That's fine. Let's just copy paste this down. Put in the right inputs. So here's the blue. Blue, 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 blue. Here we put in the yellow, the Juvelite, Juvelite Givelite. Why you're not working? You're missing something else, so that's fine. Then we go down here, put in the light blue, or stereotype. Here and here. And then we go over here and do the same setup. Change you to pretty much just do nothing. And then put an active provider right there. Wonder if I can just do this and put an active provider then. Probably could. Here, put an active provider. Do here. Oh, not like that. Like to do red crystals. Oh, I love future-proofing things. I should probably have done this way back when I built it, but you live, you learn. Here, change you to the white. Go. And an active and an active. So these should not work for a long while, since we have so much stacked up to the south. So let's just copy this setup and go fix that as well while we are at it. Right here, say here. Doing a bit of improving of the base. And then putting in active providers. I actually don't think it's needed for these, because they don't have crystal spots. Then we always have some in storage, so we're still missing a few, but they should all be producing now, I think. At least all that have all the supplies they need. So pretty much need to make hydrofluoric acid. Wherever I get that from, let's see. Hydrofluoric acid. Right here. That's easy enough to make, it seems. And we can just do this to get it out as well. Let's just set this up and get that one. So we have this whole process automated. Let's do a fast copy paste. Right there. Move that one for now. And say fluoride right here. Do that, and then we have a surplus of that when needed now. That's perfect. So, what's next? What is next? How's our supplies looking in here? Still a ton of things is needed for production. So gold, is gold being produced? I think everything is being produced right now. Gold is just lacking a few ingots. Does it mean we're not producing enough gold? That's not gold. See right here. What is gold missing? Stereotype crystal, so it's still over here. So it's pretty much this that can't keep up. So we might need to expand our production as well of this one. We can just flip this as well. Then we have doubled that. Or we should probably make a whole cell for each of these now. So let's just go down one further right here. Let's expand our logistics network and continue to do large scale expansion instead of small scale we have done so far. see. Good, so a whole cell just for, where is it at? Where is it at? The blue, this one. Take that, please. There we go. And I'd like to make room for 5 of these. Oh, how many fit? So if we do it right there, say 1. 3, 4 fits. Then we can turn it around. Or to be honest, we can just expand it out 1 more, since these are a lot easier to set up than the other ones. So in theory, can I just do that? There's no need to give it room, so in theory I could probably just, or we could just give it a bit of room. See, does it give room for 1 more? It does. So what if we do that? Will that work? If we just put down 2 last pipes we need. Then let's see. At least the acid is flowing. We just need to craft a few more of these. But it seems like everything is running as it should. Yeah, we just need to have more of these crafting, and that happens once in a while as soon as they get built at our main base. So that is perfect. So that setup is gonna work for every single one of them. Good. So what is the next thing we should do? These are fine. Does that fix our gold issues? Not quite yet, but it should quite soon. These are fixed. All crystals should be fixed now. Yep, good, 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 good. We're still missing the Giverite, so let's fix the Giverite as well. And that should be easy because now we can make this. We just got what we needed. So together with the, what's it called, acid, we can make it and have this as a byproduct that can be used for making lime. And get this gas back. So that might be a process we should look at as well. So should we just do a setup somewhere? Let's go down here. This is pretty much an acid making factory. I can easily keep up, it seems. So that is perfect. How's sulfur looking? Very good. Acids, toxic gas. Everything's looking good in regards to this. Might as well just leave it. So we came from that acid. Did it have a byproduct? Did one of those out. So let's go down and find a cell for this. What is it used for? A few things here and there. Most importantly, this. So let's just set it up. We can do it right here for now. We have 1 input and an output, another gas. So can we just do, what if we just steal a setup like this pretty much? I think that would be cool. So let's just, I actually like this setup. Just needs a bit more room than the other one. So they were made in a chemical plant. So let's just copy this over here. Give it a bit of room. I think that should be enough room. Do 1, 2, 3 here. Put in our requested chest right there, and put in here. Where is it at? This one, it also has an output, so we might as well put down an active provider as well, since that's not the main reason why we're doing this. Put in a power pole. Here we go. Do the output down here in the middle. Copy over. Do pipes on the opposite side as well. Right here for the inputs. Now we can just take this, flip it over right here. Get something requested for that. Pretty much the crystals, and we have a ton of those, so that's good. Do the same over here. I would like to get an in. Let's see, where's it at? Out. We need an out right. Pretty much right there, could be good. But let's do the in first. Best way to do this. And just move those up behind. Yep. And can you just bring it here, and then I'll move these two behind instead. Right there. And then we can do an out. Right there. Perfect. So we need acid. Need the acid in right there. Compress that a bit less, and then we can do out the hydrofluoric acid barrel out. Let's just copy this down a few times. Right here, here, and here, and not too much. But that should give us enough if we just connect this up at the bottom. Just do here, here, and then we're ready to connect it up. That should give us a lot more production. Yeah, that is perfect. I like that setup. Now this is just gonna keep producing however much we need, as long as we have enough to produce from. And it seems we might run out quite fast, but that is just the way it is at the moment. Hopefully that will fix itself soon. Let's just check our production area of those. Oh, producing right here as fast as I can. I'll catch up in a little while, hopefully. So that should solve our gold issues. Gold is in a surplus now. Perfect, perfect, perfect. The Jivolite is hopefully starting to work as well. And the rest of the base is also going quite well so far. What were I looking for? We have more sapphirite ore here. Huge patches further out, some thermal water. That is all good. They can just keep attacking if they want, and our coal is still looking good. One of my viewers, can't remember his name right now, but he's pretty cool, said you can also use wood in case we are running out of fuel at some point. But let's just wait with that and just keep it in reserve in case we go completely out. But what is the next thing we should do then? What is lacking behind a lot? It's still the silicon nitrate. We set up a huge production of it, but we still have a problem with the powdered ones being produced fast enough to supply. And we have the powdered over here. Missing the mono. And when mono is produced over here right now, just gonna mark the map with that. Mono silicon. And that is my huge Achilles heel still. And that's pretty much just making the ingots. And our ingots is being made in here. Let's see, where did it go? Right here. And it has, no, not, sorry, not here. Somewhere else. That's steel. Let's see, where did we make this? What's called? The silicon ingots. I thought it was in here somewhere. Let's just go back to the base and have a look. So we can get that up and running full time. Let's see. Steel is fine. Yeah, silicon ingots. And it seems what we're missing now is the carbon. And the carbon is being produced a few places. Oh, not a few places. Only here. And these are not keeping up anymore. So let's just give him a small upgrade for now. And then we'll give him a way better place in just a few minutes. Go Mark 3. They are a lot faster now. But this is still not an optimal solution. That's all I can say. So we might need to do an entire production cell just for carbon. Let's see how much this is used for. You're used for quite a lot. So let's make a whole cell for carbon. And we can just do our trusty blueprint. So let's find a place to produce some carbon. Let's see, we should have quite a few over here. We can take one right here, to be honest. That's not a bad place. So let's copy, where are these setups? The good setups for that. That setup is not the good setup. Oh, is that a good setup as well? I think it is. One input. That's pretty much what we want to do. It's pretty much this setup I was looking for. So let's just copy. Let's take. Let's do this and make this setup just like that and remove those. I think that would work if you just go up here, place you down right there, and then change these requested chests. Then we can easily expand it down. Of course, change these to liquefiers instead. See, we should have some on us. We always do. And then we like to say carbon. Can't make, sorry. Carbon. Here we go. Change you around. You can request what you need. Same here and the same for that one. And then we just need carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, empty that and request some of those. And now we should be able to just expand this down to get even more carbon. Let's just expand it over before we go down. These should produce quite a bit. So if we just copy this over now, let's just do a huge expansion so we don't have to worry about this for the foreseeable future. Yeah, let's do that. I think this might be a bit overkill, but who cares? We are expanding massively this time. So here we go. Then we do this one, just like this, but we turn it around so we can do here, 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 almost there. Okay, let's remove you. Fine, I think. And there. I think that will be good. As soon as these power poles connect up, did just like that. Missing the fast stir does, but they should get produced as well. So I think this is a pretty good place to end episode 1 of season 2. We just future-proofed ourselves with probably an overkill setup, but that's what I'm gonna do right now, so don't have to worry about this ever again. That's pretty much my solution to the problem. So hope you like this episode 1 of season 2, and hope you like and subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.